everyone, Alexa Dunne here, and today I am sharing with you how I spent my book advance. So first off, in 2017, after getting my book deal, I received 2 of what's ultimately going to be 6 payments from my book advance. So I received the on contract signing payment as well as the on delivery payment for my first book, Brightly Burning. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much all of it was because that would be tacky, but I will tell you what I did with it, when, and how I essentially invested that money. First of all, it's very important to say, in case you're new to the channel and new to me, I have a full-time job. I have a day job. So the money from my books don't go towards supporting me. It's all essentially what I call gravy money. It's great to have and I'm really excited by it, and so thus I definitely focus more on investing this money. And I feel honestly very fortunate that I am in a position to do that, to have this extra money that I can, wisely spend and invest. So the first thing I did with my advance is I paid off my credit card, and it was just the most joyous feeling, just boom. Wiping it back down to 0. Really, really great feeling. And as good as it felt to pay off my credit card, it felt even better when I paid off the balance of my student loans. Like, I am debt-free for the first time in a very long time, and it is just such a good feeling. Now, I got my book deal when I was 33, and so I was already pretty far into paying off my loans. I was on year 9 or 10 of paying off my student loans, so I was fortunate to be in a position where I could pay it off in a lump sum. The next thing I did with my advance is I treated myself. So if you haven't noticed from watching this channel, I like makeup a lot now, and so just treating myself at Sephora was a huge change for me, like giving myself permission to buy some of the things that I just couldn't justify before, when just, my day job has always, paid for my rent and food and basic living expenses. I didn't always have a lot of extra money left over, so it's just nice to treat myself a bit, and that included one of the first things I spent my advance money on when I got it, which was a season package to the Pantages. I really enjoy musical theater, and so rarely do I treat myself. I just decided I'm gonna do it. So I bought the season package. I still signed up for the payment plan because old habits die hard. Sometimes I'm like, it's weird to think like, oh no, I have the money in my bank account, but I did a payment plan, and so I just saw my second show as part of my season package. The first one was Aladdin, the second show was Love Never Dies. That show, guys. And I have a bunch more in this season that I'm looking forward to. And honestly, I enjoyed it so much that I decided to treat myself again to the next season package, because it has like Hello Dolly and Les Mis in it, so I'm really looking forward to it. But just a little nice thing that I could do for myself. And also just, it's kind of the little things, like I'm a lot nicer to myself now. When I go out to eat with friends, I'll have 2 drinks instead of 1, because I don't have to worry as much about, can I afford to spend $15 on a drink? And yes, I live in Los Angeles. Drinks are very, very expensive, but it's just been like tiny adjustments to my lifestyle of just kind of having that additional money from my book deal. The next thing I spent my advance on is a writing retreat. I had never been on a writing retreat before, and so I signed up for a madcap retreat shortly after I got my book deal. It was a networking and writing retreat with debuts as well as established authors, and it was a fantastic investment, and I definitely plan on investing in more writing retreats in the future. So it's just really nice to treat myself, because generally I do not travel, and I still haven't spent any portion of my advance on an actual vacation. I don't think I've taken a real vacation, like something that wasn't a working vacation. I was probably a teenager, and then I wouldn't have paid for that vacation. I don't do leisure travels. So for me, like, the writing retreat was a big step for me, even though it technically was still a working vacation. Next is I hired a professional accountant. So I am not a finance and business person. I'm generally pretty organized and responsible, but honestly, the finances of a book deal are really stressful. And so I got a referral from an awesome author friend for an accountant who would deal with my taxes for me. Because here's the thing about your book advance. You're gonna have to set aside 40% of it for your taxes. And it ended up being spot on, by the way. That was the estimate that I had heard, and now I can confirm for you, you're going to pay 40% of your book advance to the US government. It is painful. I paid my taxes last week, and just like typing in the amount, I was like, oh, it's so much money. So yeah, 40% of my book advance went to taxes, and I hired an accountant to do that for me. And also, on their advice, I set up a SEP IRA, so an investment account. So actually, a nice chunk of my book advance went into a retirement savings account because I am a grown-up. I felt so responsible making that decision. I was like, yes, I will invest my money. So really, that is all I spent my advance on. Some makeup, some shows, a little wine with dinner, paying my taxes, paying off my credit card, paying off my student loan, which was the most glorious feeling, and hiring an accountant. So that's it. That is what I spent my book advance on. Again, I've received 2 out of approximately 6 payments. Now, the other payments that will be coming to me in 2018 and 2019 are going to be a lot smaller. The biggest chunk you're going to receive is always going to be from your on-signing contract amount. And so these smaller amounts, I honestly plan on, well, setting aside 40% of them for taxes, and just doing more investing and saving. So there you have it, a little taboo view into how one author spent her book advance money. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I always welcome new subscribers. I post new videos 2 to 3 times a week, all about writing, craft, the industry, traditional publishing, all of the secrets of publishing, as well as books and reading. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and as always, happy writing, everyone.